Fellas, we are at episode 100.
Yeah.
And
hit
this,
the horns, hit every drop we got.
This
celebrate all 200 hours we might have wasted of our time.
And this is the energy I'm coming out with for the next 100 episodes.
Okay, let's see.
I'm coming in hot.
Talk your shit.
Okay.
Hot in fish grease. Mickey's not exact. Mickey kind of has an idea of what I'm about to get into, but just be my friend and go with it, Mickey. All right.
I got you. I also don't know how hot fish grease is.
It's hot.
I don't eat fish. But go ahead.
Trust me.
Tell me.
Wait, what's hotter, fish grease or bacon grease?
I think it's the same, my dude.
Yeah,
Same
so-
grease?
yeah.
Hot.
Same temp?
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. DJs, I might lose some friends over this, and that's cool. DJs, stop posting videos of you playing the hottest song in the world.
Ooh.
I get it. Pepas is the hottest song, or insert whatever song is hot in the moment. But we're all expecting that reaction. That reaction doesn't do anything for me personally. And if I'm just a regular average Joe, not Joseph Hample, but if I'm an average Joe watching, I'm thinking, this was supposed to happen. Why are you showing me this? Show me, okay, maybe not stop. Here's a challenge. Show me a reaction from a song that's unexpected. Okay, whether it's new or whether it's old or just something that's not expected. I want to see those videos. When I see that, that tells me you are well read. You understand that this song is placed in the right position, the right place of the night, and you have and you're clearly confident that it's going to get a reaction. So again, we all know Pepas works. Stop posting videos of Pepas. And I will say this: some of you were on the train early. Like Phenom posted a video of Pepas going off in New York a long time ago, and I was like, okay, that's dope. Like, I didn't know it was getting that kind of reaction. I get it when it's early. But again, let me challenge you. Dig up a track that's going to get a crazy reaction and get a video of that.
But it's not so much the time frame. By the way, I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you. Before you get mad at me already. But it's not about time frame, right? Because you're not impressed if someone reacts to Dreams and Nightmares, but that's an old song.
Yeah.
Like, are you impressed if you get a reaction to Party Up?
Well, let me say this. It's good. I'm glad you brought up Dreams and Nightmares. So Pepas, I think, is something that's like worldwide, right?
Worldwide.
Yeah.
And Dreams and Nightmares isn't exactly worldwide. There are certain pockets of the country, more than just pockets, but there are certain places in the country where it will ring off and certain places where you won't get the craziest reaction. You know what I mean? So if you get Dreams and Nightmares to go off in a city that's kind of unexpected, I get that. Like, oh shit, he played that in, I don't know, insert.
But is everybody educated enough to know that pocket doesn't fuck with that song?
I think if the DJ makes it clear, I'm out here in whatever city.
You gotta come with a disclaimer on your shit.
You're not impressed if Pepas goes off at like a Harvard frat party? Like,
No, because white, black, Asian, everyone fucks with Pepas. They don't know what they're saying. It's like Gasolina. Nobody outside of the Hispanic, Hispanic people know what they're saying.
Even after Translator, I was still confused.
Yeah, but dude, my college baseball coach had Gasolina as a ringtone in 2006 or 7, whatever. He didn't know what the hell it was saying. He just thought it was a very catchy song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm challenging you guys, man. Let's see something else. I want to see what else is working. And then honestly, if I see that, I'm like, yo, maybe I should start using that song more or whatever, do a little bit more research.
I get what you're saying. I think it's just hard to dictate because it's like, what DJs are playing records that are not hot?
Yeah.
General perspective.
I get, he's basically what he's saying is you record the most typical part of your night.
Let's get creative. That's all I'm saying.
That's all he's saying. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? I understand it. I get it.
But you know what though? It don't matter what we think. It don't matter what other DJs think.
It's all our opinion.
If bookers, very simple bookers, see that and they, wow, he had it popping.
Listen.
With Pepas, let's bring them in. If that's what works,
listen.
You know, that's what gets you money. Get the money.
It's one thing if it's a repost, like someone else posted it of you doing it.
That's different.
You repost
that's
it.
Different.
That's different. I get that. But if you are solely like, I'm killing this shit, and it's Peppers, you're like, oh yeah. I
It's
mean,
not a fair assessment
come
of the
on,
night.
my 8-year-old nephew who is just starting to DJ would play that shit and be like, yeah, I'm killing this.
Yeah.
But hey, I get what you're saying, man. I agree with you. Just record some shit.
Yeah, just challenging our.
You recently had posted a video of you playing some shit.
Mariah Carey, We Belong Together.
But wouldn't that fall into the category depending on your crowd?
I don't think that falls in because that's not something that's played all the time. That's not something that's ever at least when I go out and see DJs, no one's playing that. I mean, even at the end of the night, I'm not even hearing that. I played that like at 1 a.m. Oh, it
was like 1 p.m. Oh, you was in the middle of the day party.
They were singing that shit at 1. Day drinking.
I know you go to sleep early, but damn.
We gotta start seeing the timestamps on these videos, man. Like,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Start seeing the timestamps because that makes sense. If it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., depending on what city you in, that's major.
Yeah.
And they singing that shit on top of it.
And I'm not even mad if you're posting that video at 1:45 a.m. or 2 a.m. as the last song, because that's like, to me personally, that's a song I just don't hear when I'm out. I don't see any videos of it. Not saying I'm the only one that would play it, but it's just not something that's seen.
I can't remember the last time I played that song. I ain't a huge Mariah Carey fan, but... Should start besides fantasy.
You don't
fantasy. Fantasy's my shit. Fantasy's my shit. Don't get me wrong.
We know that.
We know.
But it's got to be the one with
on vinyl too.
It's got to be the what you call it one.
On vinyl.
I got that shit on vinyl too.
Yo, someone posted a meme of who was holding the 10 Commandments. It was Moses?
Yes.
Right. Someone posted a meme of Moses holding the 10 Commandments, like
God
a cartoon meme. And it's just like a sea of people. And someone's like quoted in the back saying, I got that on vinyl. I'm like, yo, I hate DJs. I hate DJs because they will do that shit to you.
Goddamn purists.
You just can't enjoy something without someone saying they got it on vinyl.
Nothing.
Hey man, that's the point of being a DJ. We gotta one up you, man.
Yeah, it's a flex.
Exactly.
That's that hip hop shit.
Competition.
That's why I fuck with house DJs. They ain't about flexing. They just play music. They go about their business. No one's stunting on
pyrotechnics.
That's part of the show. That's on the club.
That's part of the flex.
That's a part of the flex. Yeah, that's true. Well, when you're Zed and you got everybody in sync, that comes down to where you stand in the game.
Listen, somebody needs to start doing like a Twitch, Oculus set
VR, yeah.
Just VR it. Everybody can be at the fucking what's that shit called? The
metaverse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just start throwing parties in the metaverse.
Yeah.
That should be crazy.
Get you some real estate in the metaverse.
We got 4 days to set this up party up, guys.
Let's get it. Before somebody steals the idea.
Quick, cut this, put this in the back of the episode. Just had an idea.
See a nice little
had a really good idea.
Slice of the video. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the audio?
Just a slog beat.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, 100 episodes. Shoot. It's been quite the journey. I mean, all the cliche stuff, yada, yada, yada.
We're appreciative, all that stuff.
No, we definitely appreciate you guys. None of us anticipated like the corona and all that. And, that changed some things. That changed where people's interests were and what they listened to. And some of y'all stuck with us. And, we definitely
even though we repeated ourselves multiple episodes.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because there's some people saying, yo, can you talk more about what I can do to get more bookings? Like, man, I feel like we do that at least once a month, or it's somehow stitched into every episode. But, then a lot of you guys, or some of you guys say that you like when we just get into our personal shit and normalize ourselves, which is really cool too, because we can only say so much about the industry without repeating ourselves. I mean, some of these thoughts and ideas have like a 1-year residency here where we're going to recycle. We're going to come back to it. Like we just talked about agencies a few episodes ago. And prior to that was like, I don't know, episode 3 or something like that. But it's been dope to have this platform and to continue to have it, even though we're doing it bi-weekly, which is much better for us. But shout out to DJcity, Phenom, Styles, Quickie, and those guys to continue to give us this platform and continue to share it with all you guys. And shout out to you guys for continuing to listen to us and keeping up with us and all that good stuff.
Indeed, man.
Yeah, it's been crazy. The inception of MikiDZ since like 2009.
Jeez, that's when I got on Twitter.
It's funny how it reminds you, huh? Since whatever time, like damn, motherfucker. But I think it's been a fun ride. We in many ways have learned so much, and it's been cool to transition into this side of the MikiDZ show, if you will, with the sake of going from guest DJs and live sets. And, I feel like in some forms we had to learn, maybe we fumbled the early Twitch adoption, into transitioning the show into what naturally we used to do. And then just finding a new home for our brand to continue to develop and, people to, also get to know us at a deeper level. Because when we did the MikiDZ show, no fault to anyone except for ourselves, but we didn't really show us.
We never made it about us. It was just a guest.
The music selection, that was the time, I think, where we enjoyed it the most. I think that was when Joe and I for sure were at our digging every week, even on some never competitive but kind of competitive. This is what I found. This is why I edited.
It's always competitive.
And it started with a lawn table. Basically. So to see how far we've come and being able to do this and just have a different way to continue to go. It's been honestly a fun ride, and it's crazy to think that. As we started the first episode, I don't even remember. Anybody know the date? I don't remember.
Oh, shoot. That was in June.
2 years ago?
I think it was in June.
I mean, COVID felt like pre-COVID, right?
It was. You know why? Because we started it during the summer.
Yeah, it was around
It was
June.
definitely during the summer.
So a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
No, it was like 2 years ago.
I think maybe summer
2019. Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years.
Yeah.
We're 21.
Damn.
God damn.
Forgot what day it was.
To be fair, we probably skipped a couple weeks, but
No, I'm sure we. Yeah, we one time we took a whole month off, a month and a half
we
off.
We took all January off.
Yeah.
So it's been dope. I mean, it's crazy to think that we got to 100 episodes and still, getting support. We appreciate everybody.
Let me ask you guys: did you guys, when we started this, when we were on episode 10 to 20, did you guys think we would make it to 100?
Yeah. The thought didn't cross my mind, but I didn't doubt it. I didn't think oh man, I don't know if we can keep this up. I don't know if we can keep doing this. I didn't have those thoughts, thank God.
We're like, shit, we gonna make it to 100? they gonna be like, yo, cut the podcast and done.
Yeah, no, I think, we knew it just, you also don't really know until you're in the trenches how much work this shit is.
Yeah.
From the video side of things to the, audio editing, it's just very intense. And I say that from a perspective where I do none of those things.
The work is so much work. I'm is the sun your head? I'm staring at you right now.
He's like, man, I don't know anything about it, but it looks like a lot of work.
Listen, I just show up, record.
Pre-Sean, I was editing some fucking video.
Oh yeah, we had to do it. Yeah, we was using both Mickey's phones and shit.
Yeah, pre getting busy, I was also doing all the artwork. But with that being said,
Abner and Sean.
Yeah. Oh man.
So, but yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, we all stepped up when we needed to and handled whatever we had to get done. So it's cool to get here and just be all right, cool. It's not slowing down per se. So I don't know, just keep fucking reposting us and mention us and talk to us because I think everybody gets something from us in a different way.
Yeah.
So for us to be the best podcasters we can be, we appreciate any feedback or conversations to better, guide us through what we want to talk about. Because, yeah, we can talk about everything. This may be a DJ podcast, but we've talked about damn near everything on this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because DJs go through everything.
Big facts.
Dropping gems right now. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. All right, moving on from our well-deserved
Memory lane.
flowers. Have you guys been checked for your vaccine cards at any clubs?
The question is, have you not been checked? Because Jesus Christ, LA ain't playing games, bro. Like,
Yeah, I went to Bootsy Bello on a Tuesday, and I got caught off guard by that check. So I had to hop out of line and go. So I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have a physical copy on me. I'm like, I gotta have. I thought, oh yeah, they emailed that shit. So it took me like some minutes to figure that out and show me email. I ain't gonna say who, but someone in the club sent me a screenshot of a girl's vaccine card. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah,
Sarah's not gonna match
they
it with
at least-
Joseph on the
They at
license.
least check the names on both of them. Make
Maybe
sure that
Joanna, but
They at least check the names to make sure that it matches your
Yeah.
ID and what you call it. But yeah, bro, I got mine checked going into highlight room.
Yeah,
Highlight room is outdoors.
yeah.
I was like, what?
Hey,
They were like, yeah,
whatever
man,
it takes to
you
save
need it. And I
face.
was just like, damn. All right, whatever.
to
Yeah.
hang out or to DJ?
Well, to highlight room was to hang out.
Okay.
I got checked. I even got mine checked when I was DJing a spot downtown.
Mm.
That is a residency. Like I do it at least once a month, if not more. And I walk up, and Wadi was with me. We both walk up. I got my bag. He's got his camera bag with him. And we walk up, and normally they'll check my bag. They be like, they know who I am. They're like, oh, what's up, Rell? Blah, blah, blah. Should be ready for you to get on. And they'll check my bag, make sure I'm not.
I didn't see your vaccine card in the bag.
Yeah, make sure, Nate.
Hold on, is
make
this
sure
bag
I'm
a
not
little
getting-
light?
Yeah, right. Make sure I'm not carrying the burner or anything
missing
like that.
something?
So peep this. Normally, that's what the normal MO is, right? They check the bag, make sure everything is copacetic and whatnot. This time we pull up, once they were like, okay, this shit's gonna be mandated. So I was like, all right, cool, running a little behind. So we trying to hurry up and get it. There's a couple people in there. One of the security guards is a woman, and the security guard that's checking everybody's ID and shit is the dude, right? So the woman knows me. She's mad cool. She goes, yo, that's the DJ right there with the backpack. Man goes, I don't give a shit. He still got to show me his vaccine card. I said, whoa, nigga.
Fighting words.
Okay, my bad. Don't shoot. Right?
Get the fuck off the ground.
Yeah. So I show him my card. Wadi and I show him my card. Never checked our bags. Both of us walked in there with bags
Damn.
on. Never. I was like, bro, I could have brought all kinds of shit in here. Like, yo,
We're concerned for COVID, not the guns.
not the guns, not the drugs, not nothing else. We just wouldn't care if you vaccinated.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
yo, like that was shocking to me. That experience was shocking to me because I was like, yo, any other time y'all check bags, everything, like making sure everything is cool. Be like, listen, we don't need you to bring anything in here, regardless if it's from outside beverages and foods to weapons or anything like that. We don't need none of that stuff in here. They check women's purses and stuff like that. They didn't check nothing. That's all they were cared about is vaccination cards and IDs.
Shoot this bitch up. We don't care.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Just don't spread COVID.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you could come in here with the guns
Right, do what
and the
you do.
knives and shit. Do what you
We
do.
want all the paraphernalia.
Like, come in here. I'm like, you can sell drugs. I'm like, yo, it was like, I was like, I feel a little off.
A little naked,
It's the
huh?
same thing when we went to the Dom Kennedy listening party. LA was in that bitch.
Yeah.
LA was in that bitch. No
Dom-
pat downs, no nothing. But you better chill. Where's your vaccination cards at?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, that's where I was like so flabbergasted at. I was like, this is insane, yo. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at Wadi. I'm like, yo, there's some niggas in here, bro. Like, I was like, just locate.
DJ Rell said that for anyone not watching
I
at
said,
home.
make sure we know where all the exits are.
To the
I'm like,
front.
yeah, right. I was like,
Head on
okay.
swivel.
He
yeah.
looks like he was born with a gun. Keep an eye on
But
him.
I will say, like, it was mad cool in there. Like, there was no drama. Everybody was mad, just enjoying
Positive
it and having a
vibes.
good time. It was positive vibes in
That's
there. So, yeah, obviously, just off of past experience, when you walk into a situation, when you see, again, I'm not from LA, so when I walk into spots where it's LA niggas, I don't know these niggas. I just know what could possibly happen. So, I'm constantly like this, but then
Stay ready, on your toes.
Yeah, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But yeah, I just think I think it's crazy that businesses are so focused on that right now than you know, what their normal is. Like this woman, my wife and I went to this Thai restaurant after checking out one of our friends DJing, and literally would not let us in because she forgot her mask in the car. And our table, because our friends we were meeting were already sitting at the table, was literally 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, oh, you can't, you got to go get a mask. And we were like, well,
yeah, just to walk 10
just
feet.
the 10 feet, just for me to take it off. And I was like, do you know, that don't make any sense. I was like, it doesn't make any sense. And she was just like, I'm sorry. I was like, well, do you have a mask to provide since that's your policy? No, we don't have a mask. You have to go. So we had to walk all the way back to the car, go get the mask, to walk all the way back. I was like, I don't even want to go back, but I was fucking starving. So I was like, let's go get this food. And it was 1:30 in the morning. So I was like, ain't no other place open.
So now the pat down is basically they check you. If you ain't got nothing, be like, hey.
Yeah.
Where's the card?
Where's the card?
Yeah.
I mean, everything's digital now, so they expect you to show it on your phone or whatever. So it's crazy. I've seen I've heard of a lot of quite a few companies or businesses that are kind of losing customers because of it.
Yeah.
And it's not because people are unvaccinated. They just don't, because they're pressing it so hard. And people, a lot of bouncers or doormen or whatever are like power tripping over it.
Yeah.
That is, you know, it's putting other people at unease, and they're just walking away. And they're like, nah, we good, man. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, I've heard some spots that I've DJ'd in the past are doing that. And I've talked to some friends and whatnot, and they're like, yo, it's not good. And it's all because of the, you know, the vaccination, what you call it. And I heard a lot of, when New York did it, mad businesses lost, mad companies lost business because of it, and they were mandating it. So I get it. It's for everybody's safety.
Well, look, there's no talk of another variant, right? Like, we're just kind of
We
facing.
don't know. We don't know. I feel
I'm
like
saying there's no talk of it. Like, we heard about Delta a while ago that there was another variant, and then it kind of hit us, right?
Yeah.
But there's no talk of another
Well, I think
variant.
it's slowed, but
Right.
there's another one. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's just the new norm. This is going to continue to evolve, and
the LA mandate doesn't really take into effect till the 1st
of November,
yeah,
or the first week in November. Technically, it's like November 8th or something like that.
I think it's November
Yeah.
Right,
1st.
you have to have the
I think it's November 1st and November 2nd, but
Yeah,
because we're about to see what happens, because I have, you know, my store at the mall. Like,
that's what I was going to ask you. Like, you as a business owner, how if you choose to not enforce that,
sure.
do you get like a fine or anything like that? Like,
think
can they fine you for some shit like that?
I'm not completely sure about the fine part, because we're just gonna follow the rules. So like, to avoid
don't
the
even
fine
mess with it.
part. But even then, like, the way they explain the situation, and keep in mind, like, I just went to a Dodger game, right? So they checked, like, I just showed them the phone and good to go. So what I'm assuming is, and they didn't check no ID to match like the screenshot or the card or whatever. So it's like, all right, well,
Could have been anybody.
knowing the mall, like, pretty sure they're gonna do the same thing. Because just logistically, like, you can't hire enough people to have there, and then there's no infrastructure, so you can't scan to verify like the QR code. You know what I mean? Like, so there's just so many factors that I feel like it's going to affect us. But then I also feel like, and I'm not that I'm saying to do this, but bro, you could Photoshop anything.
Yeah.
And you could use anybody. Just
anybody,
like somebody was going to send you their Vax card.
Yeah.
You could have somebody send you their fucking Vax shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not difficult.
Yeah, they only hard pressing it, I think,
Arial
to travel.
font, 11 size, bold, whatever.
Yeah. You've been traveling? Have you
$150.
experienced that in like other cities?
No one's everywhere I've gone to no one's near as strict as LA, but even flying at least through American Airlines, like, there's no one's checking for vaccine cards. They obviously have it all over the place, but they're not.
I heard that. Yeah,
anybody
I've heard
away.
airlines are starting to get into mandating like vaccination cards. I know certain cities, you can't even don't even bother going into the
Listen,
city.
go to
if you're not what
Texas.
you call it.
They said we don't care.
Yeah, Texas or Florida.
Trust me.
We don't care. Come on.
I was just in Houston.
Exactly.
They don't give a shit.
Come on down.
The only time I wore a mask was just so my Uber rating didn't go down.
Yeah,
I walked
Your
in,
Uber driver probably didn't even have one on. Huh?
but I walked in everywhere. Now the Uber drivers did have theirs, But I think it's the same thing. Like, who's going to be the guy? You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But everywhere else you walk, like, they open the door for you.
Man,
Let you know,
listen.
hey, welcome.
So you guys heard that both In-N-Out and Coachella have announced that they're not going to enforce the mandate.
That's very in and out of them.
But in Coachella,
They're more on the Republican side of things, In-N-Out, I think.
Well,
I think
yeah,
they put money
they are.
behind Trump and all
Mhm.
that. Like, yeah, which is interesting because it's such a California based business, you know.
California is not what it used to be, brother.
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's going to get there. It's going to slowly turn red.
Mhm.
It's going to slowly get there. Watch.
I don't know.
It's just a
man.
matter of time. All right.
I don't know.
Listen, Gavin Newsom almost lost.
To what's his name? What's her name?
What was his name? What's the black dude's name?
Oh, that
Fuck.
guy.
Ah,
The guy who opens up his commercials like, "Do I look like a racist?" What? That's how we're starting this
just
commercial
because you
off.
black, brother. I'm like, yo, he was saying some just dumb shit. It was just like, we can get a black governor, and he opened his mouth, and I was like,
Well, grand opening, grand close.
I was like, that nigga's a coon. Yo,
DJ Rell, ladies and gentlemen.
oh man,
I hit his drop. They know it's
I'm making sure.
Hey, man, listen.
Double
I
insurance.
call it how I see it, man. Let's just say what it is.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I thought it was at least of Coachella, because I know a lot of these bigger festivals like what's the one? Rolling Loud and all those guys
What about
are.
EDC? EDC do it?
I don't know if EDC did it. You know what's funny?
That's Las Vegas.
I was just in Vegas during EDC
It
weekend.
was outdoor.
and it was outdoors or
Yeah.
whatever. It was quiet. It was, from my experience, and again, I was in Vegas for less than 24 hours, but
Yeah.
I was like, you would have never, if it wasn't for the traffic, you would have never thought that it was EDC weekend. And I was like, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
it's
But yeah,
usually
I don't know
clusterfuck.
if EDC checked it, but I know Rolling Loud put out an announcement that they were checking either COVID test or vaccination and whatnot. And again, outdoor events.
So wait, In-N-Out's not checking for their staff or either, or
Either.
I think just the logistics just doesn't make sense at a size when you're that size. Like, you know how much, I mean, given In-N-Out's fucking loaded,
Yeah.
and they're privately owned, but like the logistics just to like their staff, it'd probably be easier. But like, imagine checking every single motherfucker that is waiting in line, parking and fucking
I think it's more for
blocking
people.
a driveway.
I think it's more for people entering the establishment.
Yeah.
Like if obviously most people that go to In-N-Out just go through the drive-through.
When have you seen an empty In-N-Out?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But when you actually go inside one, I think that's what they're talking about. When
Yeah.
you physically walk inside an In-N-Out, that they're not in there. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I
give a
get
fuck. Listen, if you are willing to come here and spend your money, you're welcome. You
Yeah.
don't give a shit. You
Even
know?
if that money has a
Wear-
virus on it,
They're probably
we'll
just
take
gonna be
it.
like, wear a fucking mask. It's that simple. You walk
Yeah.
inside, wear a mask.
Yeah,
and
wear a mask.
You're gonna be in and out this bitch anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, Coachella announced that they won't be enforcing the mandate or anything. But I mean, they still meet the criteria of, even though it's an outdoor event,
Yeah.
their attendance is higher than the number than they expected. So
Yeah.
obviously, whatever the mandate
kids
is
don't
what you
care.
yeah, them kids.
Listen,
don't
Palm
People
Springs
don't come
is pretty much Arizona. So
that first Rolling
Yeah.
Loud in Miami, everybody named Mama had COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were mandating that shit there too. And I was like, heck, everybody named Mama had COVID on that first one. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see, man. I'm interested to see how LA is about to just.
I don't know. Maybe they think just get through the winter, get through the holiday
Get through
season,
the holidays,
and then
yeah.
it's like we'll
They'll
see
quiet
where we're
down.
at, we'll assess it, see where we're at, and then maybe we drop the mandate and we start pulling back. But as long as cases don't go up, LA's been doing, or maybe it's California, maybe it's all of California, but specifically LA's been doing really good with this. They're just super strict. Like as far as I know, the numbers I've seen, like everything's low. The numbers are low for LA. So, but we'll see. I mean,
Motherfuckers
holiday
are scared to
season,
go
people
outside.
stepping out, people in malls and shit.
Man, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a fucking
don't
nightmare.
fuck up our money.
Yeah.
Hey, right? Let's hear it. You're welcome. We don't care. Just show me a card.
There's about mall. They said security is gonna check the cards. Stores ain't got to worry about nothing. Whoever's
Yeah.
in the mall,
So they're gonna have security guards at
So-
every entrance.
not every.
All right, we need to talk
that
when
back door to
when
Mad
the
Park
camera goes
entrance.
off, right? Like, going to the back door.
Going through the Cheesecake Factory.
That one will be covered.
Yeah.
Of course it will. Damn. Security at every
You need the
entrance.
little crevices like next to Gayukaku.
Parking
See?
garage. Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
I'm carrying the DJ's crates in. What?
Yeah.
Hands are full.
My hands are full. I can't grab my
I
ID.
can't. Wait, we want me to
Wait,
drop it? I
down?
can't drop it.
Shit is heavy, man.
All right, moving on. I added this to the docket a little bit ago because I forgot, but I wanted to give big flowers to Zach and Jason out in Jersey / Philly because they have a new night.
Yeah, man.
Thursday night, Sicka Than Your Avg, and this is a hip hop night. It's crazy to me that at HQ in Jersey, I mean it's not crazy, but it is. It's not
Atlantic
crazy
City.
because in Jersey, house is big. So Friday nights and Saturday nights are house nights, but they don't have a top 40 / open format night. That's the crazy part to me because I feel like everywhere on the weekend is that, or most venues. So Zach had the idea of kicking off a Thursday where it's just open format, top 40. It's a great idea. They just had Spider. The feedback on that was really good. It was a soft opening. And next they have Vice. I mean, this episode will be out, but next they have Vice, and I already got the number on how many tables are sold. It's looking really good. And it's crazy how this came about. I'll tell you the story real quick. So as far as I know, Jason Weiss had only been to HQ once, and I don't even think he stayed past 12 a.m. He went there to meet up with some old friends, and that was that. Something happened to where a DJ on a Saturday night couldn't make it, and they need to tap someone local in. So Zach said, "Yo, we should bring Jason Weiss in. He'll do the job." So apparently, Jason Weiss goes in there, kills it with not just house music but a top 40 set, and got a great response from that. And that pretty much put confidence in Zach and of course Jason to start this Thursday night. If that DJ doesn't bail, who knows what would have happened. But I think it's really dope for these guys because I also know that during the early days of COVID, like these guys, like it wasn't pretty for them. A lot of businesses were lost. Zach moved from Florida to back home to Philly, Jersey, and because he was working at Darren, Florida, and stopped working there. So, much like a lot of people, this COVID shit hit them hard. So to see them in action and have their own night, Jason's there every Thursday as an opener, and he also has like a headlining slot every other month, is really, really dope. I'm very happy for those guys. And I will actually be there November 11th. I'll be headlining, and Rell's coming with.
Yeah.
Rell's on the bill.
I'm going, baby.
Are you going to DJ as well?
No, I'm not DJing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going there to get fucked up.
Okay.
What day is this? I want to go.
I'm going.
It's a
Zach,
Thursday.
Yeah, Zach hit me up and he was
Thursday,
like,
what
"Yo, I'm glad to hear you coming out. You know what I mean? We're looking forward to it. Blah, blah, blah." Same thing, Jason. So, shout out to those guys for hitting me up. But yeah, Joe told me, he's like, "Yo, I'm going to be out here if you got plans," which actually worked out because that weekend my wife and I have to be in Charleston for a wedding. So I said, "Oh, this is perfect." So I'll come out there on Thursday, hang out with this fool, and then take a 2-hour flight to Charleston, and I'll be out there for the weekend. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to going out there.
What's the date?
November 11th.
Thursday.
Yeah, man, come on. Listen.
Well, look, you'll have a ride to and from the airport.
Yeah, listen.
Because
you're flying
that's
in
an
Philly.
hour. That's an hour drive, and it's like $100 Uber ride.
Oh, so send me the itinerary.
Yeah. You want to land with us?
Listen,
Send me your itinerary.
So when Joe was like, "Yo, this is," he had hit me up about it, and it's like, "This, I'm going out there. If you can make it, I think it'll be dope for you to come out." I said, "Bet." I'll look at it. He was like, "I think the flights are fairly cheap." He was like, "I'll send you my itinerary." So he shot me his itinerary. I was like, "Fuck it," I'll look up what the tickets are looking at right now. Yo, the one-way ticket was $80. I said, "Book."
Let's go make it.
What are we doing? I was like, "Book." I was like, "Come on, man." That was
we are.
too easy.
Hey, Zach, we coming.
So yeah, that just even made it that much easier for me to be like, okay, decision decided. Like I was like, here, let's go, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the same flight. I'm on the same flight there as Joe, and then
Gonna be early morning at LAX.
sheesh. Sheesh, man.
I think it's like a 7:30 flight.
I think it's 6:30, bro.
6:30.
Yeah,
So I'll be there at 5:30.
Yeah.
I'm staying up.
yeah, pretty
as
much,
well.
right? Might as well.
Might
Fuck
as
it. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to going out there, man. I haven't been in Atlantic City in I don't even know how long.
No, and you know,
there for the
HQ
night.
is just that venue right now. It's the biggest and best venue right now. They have the biggest names come through. And I'm really excited for this Thursday night because it kind of reminds me of when top 40 DJs reigned supreme and, you know, on the weekends and
I think it's coming.
like
I
10
think it's
years
coming
ago,
back.
you know?
I think it's coming back, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Every club has their method to their madness of booking the laid back Lukes and Tiesos and all that. And I'm sure they see, you know, a return. Obviously they wouldn't do it, but, you know, there's that way of thinking of you book someone like a Jason Weiss or Angie V or me, and your return might be even way better than
Because your overhead is less.
yeah. So you know, and you know, for whatever reason they'll continue to do it, or maybe they'll stop and to put more faith in us. But you know, they do book Beat Breaker and Clutch on Saturdays too, every other month or something like that. So they're definitely not overlooking us. But yeah, super duper dope night. And we'll be looking forward to that trip.
Nice.
Oh, and then yeah, Zach broke down on the 20s podcast with Spider. Him and Manny, who's one of the managers over at HQ, they broke down the night. They broke down their history and involvement with Atlantic City. And Spider did a really good job getting. It was like a 2-hour podcast, and they give out a lot of good nuggets on how to get their attention. As bookers and managers and all that. So definitely check that out. And shout out to Zach for using me as an example.
What were some of give us one of the things that they said? If you can remember.
If I can remember, I will say that most of it was stuff you already know, but it's a nice refresher, like showing up, being professional. With someone like Zach, it might be a little easier to get his attention because he has a way of keeping his ear to the streets and he's always looking for the next thing. He's always looking to be progressive. So like he gave the example of me, like I just cold call, you know, I shot him an email saying, yo, would love to do this spot. This is what I've done. And instead of ignoring it, which is usually what happens with most of us, he's like, all right, I don't really know you, but let me do my research. So he reached out to his DJs and people that have booked me because, you know, I've done these venues. And so he's like, all right, I'll give you a shot. Sunday night. It's not going to be too crazy. It's an industry night. It's in January, I think. Oh no. Yeah, it was a very slow night, but it was a good time for them to give me a shot, I guess. And we've been close ever since because we just hit it off and the night went extremely well.
Nice.
But like there was, I will say, I don't remember any like thing you guys haven't heard yet, but it is one of those conversations that gets you back on your ball and gets you back, it refreshes you and, you know, and puts you in grind mode. Okay, yeah, I need to get back to it basically takes you back to the fundamentals, which is, you know, something we stray away from because the fundamentals may be getting old or tired or we think it's not working, but you know, it definitely works. Again, we've said this before, it just takes time. So yeah, give that episode a listen as well. And moving on, Rell, how was your weekends? We've been gone for like 3 weekends.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to think now. I'm like, shit, how many weekends have gone by since we last pod? They were good, man. A lot of private shit. I did my residencies at the Resident. What else did I fucking do? Bro, everything is a blur.
All right, want me to jump into my weekend?
Yeah. You
Anything
jump
sticks
into
out?
it.
You can come back.
Talk about Twitch. Twitch has been
Oh
good.
yeah, Twitch has been
you're back
going
on
well.
Twitch,
Yeah,
right?
I decided to get back on Twitch. That's all Waddy's doing, man. Waddy's been like, yo, y'all need to get back on Twitch. I think y'all should do it. Y'all should do it. He runs the boards for us. He does all the visuals and
Waddy's
everything
just trying
like
to
that.
work.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Shout out
Waddy,
to
bro,
Waddy.
he's the
Listen.
one guy like he didn't question the shit. He's just
Yeah,
there.
he's just like,
we
yeah,
get some
so-
stuff done.
So I'm
Creating
like,
work.
Everybody needs a Waddy.
Yeah. So
Waddy
J.
There you go.
Hit him up.
yeah, so Waddy was just like, y'all need to do it. I'll set it up where all you got to do is just DJ. And when I say y'all, me, my wife, and I. So yeah, we did it. Now, the main reason why we did jump on Twitch is because my wife and I are planning on throwing our own event in LA. You know, we've always talked about, you know, branding ourselves as Rell and Rose, et cetera, et cetera. So I was picking some brains about how to go about it and stuff like that. And, you know, while Wadi was in our ear about getting back on Twitch, someone else had said that might be a good idea to do that to help brand the night. And then, you know what I mean, do it on the same night that you plan on doing it on, you know, in real life, et cetera, et cetera. So we said, fuck it, let's run with it. It wouldn't hurt to, you know, do a couple hours on Twitch on one of our off nights. And we've been running with it. And it's been going pretty solid. Like picked up like right where we left off because it's been what? 7 months since we were like 8 months since we like last was on Twitch. But I feel like everybody is starting because what happened with the whole Twitch leak thing. So if no one knows, I basically, long story short, Twitch got cracked, or you know what I mean, and numbers got leaked. So basically, people caught on to what people were making on Twitch, and motherfuckers was making some real money off of Twitch. Yeah, some real money. So I think that's what kind of like, and as that information came out, I just saw more and more people getting back on Twitch. And I was like, oh yeah, y'all motherfuckers I see what y'all doing here.
They did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they were like,
good PR stuff.
Yeah, they saw a huge drop and they were like, nah, we need to get these people back on. So let's encourage them a little bit.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's some of what the top ones on Twitch are making. Oh my God, we're so sorry. Our shit leaked. Right. We had to change everybody's stream key. Oh yeah, I bet you
damn
did.
It.
I bet you y'all did.
Someone's getting fired for this one.
Please change your passwords. Man, get the fuck out of here. We know that shit was an inside job. Anyways, yeah, besides that, man, weekend's been good. I just been setting up things for the future. Everything is looking bright and stuff like that. So
yeah. Dope. One of my weekends was spent in Riverside at Aurea Vista. I haven't spun that venue, man, over a year and a half, and picked up where we left off. A lot of hip hop, Latin. One song I really wish I would have remembered to play.
Pepas.
No, I did that.
Mariah Carey.
Didn't get video of it. Nope, did that. Was the Soy La 69.
Oh my God.
Because that chick's from Riverside.
Oh my God.
And
no,
I
did
wanted,
not forget.
And I wanted, and I put it in my Beat Source locker. Wasn't gonna give her any more money. Put it and I wanted to play it to see end of the night. I didn't have the balls to plan it out for like 1 a.m.
I'm gonna drop this shit right in the middle of my set.
Because I don't know, some people say this girl's a bad look for the IE, Inland Empire, for those that don't know where Riverside is. Is Riverside San Bernardino or Inland? No, San Bernardino.
Yeah. Well, it's Riverside County.
Oh, it's its own.
I think so.
Interesting.
I thought it was part of IE.
No, yeah. Riverside. I mean, it is part of the IE, but the Inland Empire isn't like a county. Is it a county? It's not a county. I think Inland Empire is just a area, but there's San Bernardino County.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Riverside County.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Well, regardless, some people think it looks bad for the city, and some people obviously encourage it because thousands of people are doing the video and the thing on TikTok. But I forgot to play it, so oh well. And then where's this? There it is. You do this every other week. You kind of forget where the buttons are.
True.
And then shout out to Jason Craig over at Church Bar in El Paso. The hospitality was dope. Everyone in El Paso is just extremely nice. I didn't really hit me. I've been in El Paso a number of times. It didn't really hit me till like the other day. Like, man, everyone's just nice out here. Like, they're just easygoing people. He has a really dope situation at Church Bar, and if you guys are ever in El Paso for whatever reason, you definitely got to stop by. The way he has the night programmed, he does a phenomenal job. What genre really went off that night was emo rock, surprisingly. And then I thought, well, why is this surprising? Because when emo rock was big, I remember the Hispanic community that I live in loved emo rock and that whole rebel look. And
Still do.
They still do, right? So And in El Paso, it's like most of the people in there were Hispanics. Like, okay, well that makes sense now. But yeah, we had a great time. And I think that's it for bookings. And so I wanted to share the story of a cat bite because it's just wild to me. So you guys know I had a long weekend some weekends ago, and I just wanted to be home. Like, ever had one of those weekends, whether you're out of town or not, and you just really want to be in the comfort of your home with your wife, girlfriend, whatever you got, dogs, whatever. This was one of those weekends. And I was 0.8 miles away from my house when I made a ride on Roscoe, big street. And I swear to God, this thing looked like it was CGI'd. It was a kitten crawling on 3 legs across the road in the middle of the street. Like, I could see him dragging one, and my heart shattered right in that moment. I'm like, oh my, like, I don't have cats. I don't care for cats, but I see an animal hurting like that. I got to help it.
Give it $1.
I immediately pull over and I go to like try and grab this guy, and he's scared. I see the blaw's putty. The paw is bloody.
Oh, shit.
And then there's this like a sewage drain right there, and he's heading straight for it. He doesn't know him, but he just
No, he knew what he was doing. He said, "It's over for me, bro."
All right, well. All right, Rell. Where's a red flag? Can we flag this guy? Can we give him a red flag?
If he has a podcast, it's a red flag.
If he has a podcast and speaks his mind.
Oh man, sorry, bro. I hate cats, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I pick it up, and at this point, I got blood on my shirt. I don't care. I'm just like, I need to save this creature. Ricky! So it eventually calms down in my arms, and I'm again 0.8 miles from my house. I get to my house, and I get out, and as soon as I get out, he starts fiddling around and he's trying to escape. So he jumps out and he jumps into my bushes. So I'm like, fuck, man, like
He can smell your dogs.
There's possums and stray cats running around there, but like it's a wrap for this dude. And if I can do something, I'm gonna try, right? So I don't know any better. I didn't think. I mean, I should have used a towel or something, but I'm kind of like getting it out of the bushes, and it eventually gets out, and I go and I try and grab it by his back legs, and I get it, and now he's scared because I'm like rough with it, and he bites me. All right, and I'm thinking, oh fuck. So I got COVID now. This is fucking cat.
Your ass went to the doctor.
Worse than COVID.
The danger variant.
I'm thinking, shit, I gotta deal with these kitten superpowers now. So back in the bushes, I'm like, all right, bro, you're gonna chill there because now I need to go get a tetanus shot. Because again, I'm not thinking. I should have used a towel or something. So, and again, I just wanted to be home. Right. I just want to be home. I'm dead tired. I'm fucking emotionally and physically exhausted.
He's got 3 legs though. You
right.
Got more than you.
So I can't even get into my house and relax. I immediately go get a tetanus shot somewhere. And then that's
somewhere.
Urgent care.
Urgent care. All right.
So then they tell me after an hour of that, they said, you need to go get a rabies shot at a Valley Presbyterian just in case. I mean, typically it's normal with raccoons and whatever and bats, but just in case. So I go to the emergency room at Valley Press, and I tell them what I'm there for. I sit there for 2 hours as expected.
Shit.
Again,
wait, where's the cat when all this is happening?
In my bushes.
Still.
So they call me and they say, "Look, he's off one leg. He's one leg down, guys. He's got the 3-wheel motion going on.
He's at 75%.
Yeah, he's we need to get his energy back. So they call me and they say, look, we're not going to give you a rabies shot. Like, unless this cat was foaming out the mouth and looked like dangerous, it seems like he was just scared. You don't need a rabies shot.
You wait there 2 hours for them to tell you don't need a shot?
Right.
Oh my God.
So they see, typically raccoons, bats, possums, whatever. And I'm like, all right. So finally, I get home. It's like 5 or so. And I'm telling Sam about this kitten, the story, and she's just like, oh, yeah, that sucks. I'm like, you don't know. You weren't there. If you were there, your heart would have been broken, just like my heart. So then a day and a half goes by. Sam's outside picking some stuff out the front yard, and she hears the kitten. Oh. She hears it crying.
Oh.
And she comes back in, Joe, I hear you. I gotta help. I'm like, there it is. Like, now you get
right.
So
You tell her to get a towel?
she goes and gets a towel.
All right.
She was a little bit more prepared.
Okay. Right.
Had better.
I would be like, go ahead, go grab that shit.
She gets the towel and she grabs the the bag that you put your animals in when you travel, like a travel bag for animals.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So she grabs that and the towel. So now she's chasing this thing back and forth to the neighbor's yard and back, and then I'm like kind of helping, and then she corners it in the neighbor's yard and gets it, and we give it tuna fish and water, and so he's eating, and it's like he put a dent in the tuna fish for a kitten. You can imagine, probably hasn't eaten in days. Not just counting.
The fact, excuse me, let me cut you off. You said Sam was chasing this cat from the neighbor's yard to your yard. How fast was this cat moving with 3 legs?
Well, you have to go around. It's not like it's like a beeline.
You can't go make a left, Joe.
The cat can squeeze through the fence. We can't.
Oh, gotcha.
She's got to run to the neighbor and then run back. Yeah, she's running routes, and the cat's just
she's running routes.
exploding. The cat's just beating her.
You gotta go post route. Sam.
Yeah. So then we take we call up a find an animal shelter and we take the cat in, we're assuming everything is good. But yeah, that's the kitten story.
I saw Sam posted
She wanted to keep him.
Yeah, she was like,
she wants to keep every animal.
I wanted to keep him, but Joe won't let me keep him. So I assume she found the cat.
No,
God, I'm like, Joe found it. Like, nah,
credit on that the fine.
Yeah. And then she's like, now I get, then I showed her where I found him on Roscoe. And she, now that she has a visual of everything and felt the cat's presence, all that, she's like, all right, now I get why you did what you did. I'm not a cat person either, but I get why you did what you did. And
he said, I just wanted to go home. You should have drove around that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, see, I couldn't.
Good Samaritan Joe.
Could have saved yourself 2 hours in the emergency room.
5 hours, 3 hours total, and a cat bite, and
Blood
some
all over your
pills,
shirt.
and some pills
Hope it wasn't a good shirt.
antibacterial pills for the week.
Shit, bro. God damn. You know that cancels out your vaccine. You know you gotta go get another one, right?
The rabies canceled out the vaccine. We gotta run it back.
Oh my god.
Joe gotta get the
you
booster.
imagine?
Joe gotta go get the booster. Oh man.
Well, it's been over a week, so I think I'm all right. But Meredith had the bat rabies for a while.
Oh, yeah.
It took months, in the office for them to realize she had rabies. But all right, Miki, I hope you didn't come across any cats or have
Miki
any
was
issues.
traveling and low key about it too, because I didn't even know this nigga was out of town. I texted him and be like, "Hey, yo, I need this." He's like, "Yo, I'm on a plane." Nigga, where the fuck did you leave town?
To be fair, I knocked that mix out on the plane.
You did.
Somebody relearned Ableton.
Right, there you go. Yo, I did my shit on Ableton too. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm doing this shit on Ableton. I've never done mine on Ableton.
Yeah, me either. But I had to relearn that shit. So,
Real
that's
quick.
how that shit works now. Here's the EQ. But I took off to Houston on Friday. Went out there with wifey. Check out the city. Stayed at the only 5-star hotel in the city.
In Houston?
And I say
they
that
only got one?
They won. And I say that because that's literally the cover. Like, that's their whole mantra. Like, that's the vibe. And I had no idea what we're getting ourselves into. It was just like a convenient, came with perks spot. And, my girl wanted to stay somewhere nice. If we're going to escape from LA for a bit, let's stay somewhere nice, make it worth it. I got some pretty big projects happening in the next couple of weeks. So I was like, all right, cool. Like a little reset. Scheduled a spa day, whole vibe. And I was actually going out there already for business, some meetings. And so we just kind of planned it all together. But it's so funny. The first day we got there, shout out to DJ Fawn, Paul.
Yeah.
And his fiance, Sarah, who were very hospitable, joined us at dinners. We double date dinner situation. And Sarah was very adamant about us coming back because she doesn't eat like that all the time.
Nice.
And so,
No, that's a shot at Fawn.
No, but it was just funny. They took us to some really dope spots to check out. It was a cool little experience. And I think the first night, where did we go? Oh, Bottled Blonde for a second. And then Heart out there. And
You spun there.
I spun there when they first opened up their Sunday industry nights. So it was kind of cool, full circle. Got to link up with the guys from the Clay group. They're doing an amazing job. And it's funny, so we're staying at this 5-star hotel. And the first night we're there, they have 2 sets of phone lines. There's like the OG, like regular phone that's connected to their wired system and everything else. And then they got this like one smartphone next to the bed. And so the smartphone has a bunch of different tabs. It's like on default is on the home page. And on this home page, there happens to be an emergency button. There's like call and emergency. I don't know why they're next to each other. I don't know why the buttons are so big.
It's like a safe word.
Yes. So, me and wifey, it's late night.
See?
Whatever. And, we're
It's called sex.
Ready to go to bed. Ready to go to bed after some activities. It was post activities, and it's 2:30 in the morning, and I get a call. And you know them hotel phones are loud.
Oh yeah.
Alarming.
So I'm like, the hell just happened, right? Yeah. So then I'm just like, all right. So I pick up the phone. There's a phone in the bathroom. I'm like, cool, get the phone in the bathroom. Say, hello? Don't hear nothing. Hello? Don't hear nothing. Hang up. Cool. Rings again. Like, all right, pick this. Hello? Nothing. Hello? Nothing.
Oh, somebody playing games with you.
I know what you did last summer.
So then I'm like, that's fucking weird. We're talking about it. So I go to the smartphone and I call front desk and I'm like, hey, I don't know what's going on with the phone. Somebody just called me twice and I didn't hear anything. They're like, oh, that's weird. Like, I don't know what that could have been. I'm the only one here at front desk, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, cool. I'm just giving you a call back.
It is Halloween week.
Cool. Then I get a knock at the door. And then I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I look through the window, security and 2 cops. And I'm like, the fuck is going on here?
Here to give you that 5-star experience.
Whoa, welcome. And I go and I look and I see, I look at the guy, got no clothes on, by the way.
Nice.
So I just creep out the door. I'm like, how's it going? How can I help you? And he's like, we got a 911 call from your room. I said, you got a 911 call from this room? He's like, yes, sir. I said, how? And he's just like, yeah, we received a 911 call. I called you twice and you hung up on me. And I said, well, I called front desk. And then they're like, they know, but we had to come up here and check that everything's okay. And I said, okay.
Some wires are crossed.
And then so I'm like, so then I said, well, yeah, I don't think anybody called you. And he's like, well, is there anyone else in the room with you? And I said, yes, my girlfriend. He goes, can we speak to her? And I said, babe,
on your feet.
Off your ass. On your feet.
Put some clothes on.
Can you let him know? She was in the bathroom and I was like, can you let him know? Like, and then she's like,
Can you let him know I'm not beating you?
yeah, facts.
Pretty much.
And so then she's like, talking to him. She doesn't have clothes on. And then so like, she just says it. And then he's like, well, can I actually talk to her? And I said, I was getting ready to get offended. And then she just quickly threw on a robe, tapped me and said, just relax, throw a towel on, go, I'll take care of it. So she's talking to this guy, the security guy. She's like, hey man, just making sure everything's okay. She's like, yeah, everything's fine. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then she's like, well, we got to call it. And then while they're having this conversation, she tells me, he goes, like, are you okay? Like whispering to her, like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, like you guys can go now. Like, kind of like, and I was like, man, so they leave, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that fucked with me the next 24 hours.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
I was pissed. Like I'm like, how are we paying? I'm not gonna say how much, but how much are we paying this fucking much? Yeah. And then this is the fucking treatment conversation I get. Like,
did they ever say what was the call about?
Pissed front desk played it off like they didn't get my call or like they don't know what's going on, so they could send security up. That's what also threw me.
Yeah,
off.
why would the fuck if something was going on? Why the fuck would I call front desk?
Why would I call you guys immediately back? Like you're fucking. So the next day, I was like, I just called front desk and I said, hey, look, I have a problem with what happened last night. Explain the whole situation. Phone's tripping. They send an engineer up. Engineer comes up. He goes, oh, yeah, the phones work. It's the security's phone that doesn't work. And their wire, something's twisted and something's not working, so they can't hear you. So it's on their side. Mm-hmm. So we apologize. I'm like, man. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna just be cool, calm.
Did you leave him a bad Yelp review?
Boy, I wanted to.
Did they compensate you for the problems?
No.
Oh hell no!
I don't think I made I don't think I escalated it. Yeah, I gotta be.
You should have had wifey. You should have had wifey made the complaint.
I should have channeled. No, my girl's too nice. She's the sweetheart. But I should have channeled my mother. She would. No.
Anna would have made some shit happen.
Yeah.
But it's all good. The next day we just had a cool little just shopping day and took some meetings and then checked out Clay. Fawn was killed it. He did his thing, and then had the spa day on Sunday. And that was a good way to just forget about all the bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. If any of you guys follow Mickey's girlfriend, check in on her. Make sure everything's good with her.
Nobody follows my girlfriend.
Whisper to her, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That hotel, not to. Well, whatever. I always make fun of myself, but like that. For those that don't know, like, so we stayed at the Post Oak Hotel, which is in Drake's Certified Lover Boy recently as a you're a Post Oak baby. Mm-hmm. So from allegedly, that's where he keeps his friends
stable
while they stay
stable
of concubines.
Yeah, so that's where they're at.
Sean, you can't do that.
And
whatever I want.
Like, get canceled. You're not Dave Chappelle. You'll get canceled.
There's they got a Rolls Royce dealership inside the hotel.
What?
They got
that's why it's 5-star.
They got a Mastro's in the parking lot. They got
Wait. Time out. And they can't fix their security phones?
Right.
What the fuck?
Yo.
Yeah, I would have made a big deal.
Yo, fuck that. Yo,
flipping tables.
Hold up. I already know how much you probably paid for this shit, bro.
Right.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, and I'm pissed.
Hell no. Listen, come on, man. I'm in the middle of going to Pound Town, and you want to knock on my door. You want to knock on my door about, whoa, we got a call. No, you did not. Nigga, what the fuck
he was ass naked.
Yeah.
They were ass naked.
I switched for the record, I switched the default home screen to the weather. So there's no emergency, but it's just out here chilling for any potential calls.
Like just accidentally hit the elbow, like,
right?
Yeah.
Fuck,
keep hitting it.
Yeah, but who knows? They might have thought I was just a sugar daddy or something. I'm like, no, she's my sugar mama.
Hey, talk to
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Need more of that.
So they saw y'all in the hallway. They'd be like, nah, check up on them. We don't know.
You know what's going on there.
Who paid for what? He paid for it? Oh, yeah. Man, make sure.
It reminds me of an SNL skit I just saw with Jennifer Lopez as like just the hot wife, and she's married to this nerd-looking dude who collects Smurfs. And a news reporter was there because something happened in the neighborhood, and he's just confused on how this girl, this beautiful, goddess of a woman's with this nerd-looking dude.
Jeez. Did y'all see the Kim Kardashian Saturday Night Live? She actually did a pretty good job.
That opening scene.
Yo, SNL has been on fire since they've been back. Like they've been.
They can thank Dave Chappelle for that.
Like setting the tone. Did they open with it? Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, all their guests have been real funny. The Jason Sudeikis skits were really funny. It's like he never left.
That nigga's hilarious, bro.
No, he's a man. He might be my favorite. Like the whole Ted Lasso shit and just all his movies are hilarious.
I have to watch that show, man.
You got to.
I gotta watch that show.
Definitely got to. All right. Moving on. You know what? Did you guys see the Chris Villa teaser?
I did watch it.
Actually didn't. I completely forgot.
Oh yeah, it's dope, man. It looks like it looks like it's going to be something really dope. I fucks with Chris. Chris is our guy.
I think everyone fucks with Chris.
Right? I mean, if you even if you don't know Chris, man, like he's just, you can tell he's a really great human being.
Yeah,
and they're gonna do a fucking documentary on him. Please sign me up. I'll watch that shit.
Check that out.
I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then there's a DJ City Japan teaser out there, or documentary.
No, the documentary's out. Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah.
I gotta check that out too, because Japan DJs are pretty
Top
dope
notch,
guys.
man. They killing us.
Yeah.
Asian people kill us in everything we do. I'm not gonna say it. I'm sorry.
Well, not everything. But
Yeah, except for basketball. I mean,
a lot of sports.
Yeah,
Actually.
I mean,
Come
yeah.
on now.
but anything that has to do
China's
with,
always up there. in the gold
anything that has to
medals.
do with technology, shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look at TikTok.
TikTok.
Killing us.
Look at TikTok.
Yep.
Killing us.
Doing laps on Instagram.
Yeah. Man, listen.
Get
But yeah,
together, Facebook.
definitely check that out. They sent us an email or whatever, and I saw that the video. The documentary is like an hour and a half or something like that. But I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet or check it out. But I will be doing that.
Yeah, shout out to Yuki and all those guys out there.
Yuki-san.
Extremely nice guys. You know, I ran into Yuki weeks ago at Echo's wedding. I'm like, I don't know your personal relationship with Echo, but for you to fly out from Japan for this wedding speaks volumes on how he thinks of you.
All right.
That's really like, I've never seen those two in the same room. So
Shout out to
that's
Echo.
dope.
Yeah, Cortez is on for his wedding, huh?
Yeah, him and wife. Yeah, shout out to them. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Crystal B and Echo.
You know that nigga is really from LA.
Yeah, and then it was a LA rooftop situation. I tweeted out that because someone was DJing when the churro cart opened up, and everyone just left the dance floor for
Syph?
the churro cart. Nah, Syph was done before then. I think it was like Eric V or one of those old school guys. I'm like, man, the churro cart stays undefeated. Like you can't when and the ice cream cart, the dipped ice cream came out. So when that's out, like your dance floor, good luck. Just play a bunch of B-side songs.
Yeah. Just put a mix on.
Get the vibe
Put a
right.
mix on. Go get yourself a churro. Come back, reset, get them back out. But yeah, and that is it for us.
Yeah, man. Episode 100 in the bag, baby.
If you guys are around Atlantic City, November 11th, come out. Come say hi to Rell, myself, and a lot of DJs are gonna be there. Be a good opportunity to network. Mickey might show up.
Come drink with me.
I'm
gonna be drinking everything that Dainja doesn't
come
drink.
drink my bottle.
I might come drink with you.
Yeah, let's do it, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
And,
smacked. Wifey gonna be so mad at me. I'm gonna show up in Charleston hungover. I'm gonna listen here. I'm not doing shit until tomorrow for the wedding.
Well, you got a day off then, right?
Yeah. I'm not
okay.
even be flying, but it's only a 2-hour flight, so I ain't tripping about it. But,
Yeah,
so.
no, you're straight. You're straight.
Oh man, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Get out of the city because the next weekend after that, I gotta go to New York because I'm spending in New York. So it's gonna be a
Nice.
nice little getaway for those 2 weekends.
Dope. All right, so Rell's gonna be in New York, and you can be anywhere else after this airs on Monday.
This airs on Monday. No, I'm doing a bunch of shit this weekend, but
I actually got a DJ this weekend.
where you DJing at?
Mix.
Oh, yeah?
Champagne Lounge.
Oh
What
yeah, with
day?
Adam.
Saturday.
Saturday night?
Nice.
You
Oh,
free?
Halloween.
I'm done. My event's done early enough.
Pull up.
She might have to make that
Wifey
room.
coming out.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jenna loves hanging out with her.
Yeah.
Babe, we need to go hang out with Cecilia and Mickey more often. All right.
Cecilia just wants to pass to wear some slutty outfit and throw some ears on. So I was like,
I know. That's what
I get
Michael
it.
was like, are we going to dress up? And I'm like, I don't do that shit. But I was like, fuck.
Shit,
I'm
Erica
married.
has to do it. So
I'm
you know
married
we
now,
going
so
out.
now I kind of have to do it. So, all right, cool. Let's go.
I'm gonna just throw on my shoes that have
think
skeleton bones on it.
I think I'm going to be a nerd. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a nerd.
Just keep the
Festive.
keep the emergency button close to you.
Anybody got a referee t-shirt?
The ultimate go-to is a referee.
Now I gotta go find that LRG hoodie they redropped. The Dead Serious hoodie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I gotta go get that.
Listen,
There we
I
go.
still
I'm a
got
skeleton.
My champ
Skeleton,
uniform.
yeah, that's right. That was a big
The
thing.
zip up.
The
Yeah,
zip
they
up
just
all the way
re-released
up?
it.
I know. I saw that shit.
The
Wow.
LRG joint.
Mm-hmm. How much they charge you for that shit?
Right now, resale's 200. Retail is 100.
Jeez.
Wow.
Come on, man. We doing all right.
All right. Well,
Tesla's up. Sheba's up.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
that set at Mix Champagne will cover that easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like 3.5 times.
Staying at five-star hotels.
Hotels in Houston and shit.
Yeah,
They
come
got
on.
fucking-
easy
I'm
perks.
humble. I'm
They-
going to Ontario.
They got
And
I'm going to Ontario. This nigga. Staying at hotels where they got Rolls Royce dealerships in the
Right,
fucking
Master-
They had a
Parking lot.
Bugatti in the other side, bro.
Sheesh.
I was like, what?
Oh man.
Hey, they had some shit. I saw the room service. I saw butter cake on the menu. I thought they were serving butter cake from Mastro's for room service. I said,
Oh,
this
shit.
is the 5th star.
Yeah. Shit. If you can give it 5.5.
Apparently, there's a 6 and a 7 star. but I think that's the Dubai joint.
Oh man.
Shit.
Yo, you know what's funny? Have you guys been in Dubai?
No.
Joe, you've been in Dubai, right? How'd you like it?
It's dope. It's just real spread out. The architecture looks dope. It's not like Vegas where you're like you can throw a rock at the next casino.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like, you
real
obviously,
spread
like,
out.
Yeah, you got to.
And every time we went, we were always like
taken care of. and
We
shit.
taken care. So the experience for us was always good.
I met.
Hold on, and the freeways just laced with Maseratis and for like
Of course.
nothing less than that. It's crazy.
That's money out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met two people who recently went, and they both said they hated it.
Why?
I don't know. One person was just like, "Oh, the heat was just unbearable." Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah, I get that, but what other reason did you not like it?" Like,
That was my first time.
Broke ass.
Well, my boy, shout out to my boy Schemes. He recently went out there for his birthday. Schemes is a big DJ in DMV area. He recently went out there. That nigga, he said he had a fucking blast, but
Yeah.
he had money. He did it up right.
You gotta have money.
You gotta have
when you're out
long money, not just you can go
little
out
bit
there.
of money,
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta have long money if you want to really enjoy it.
That was my first time. At least I think it was my first time being aware of like being in the presence of escorts. Like we walked into a cigar bar,
You are an escort.
right? And that's where I learned. I said, "Teach me the way." We walked into a cigar bar and it's just filled with hot girls, and I was with Playing Skills. Shout out to them. And we were like, I mean, at least I was. They probably experienced this, but I was like, what is going on in here? Because there are no dudes and a bunch of hot girls. And then I quickly added up. You know, I did the arithmetic and the algorithms and shit. I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. But none of us like.
They didn't approach you.
No, they just smiled. They all had a drink at the bar, legs crossed, and just smiled. And I'm like, wow, they're like friendly. They're smiley. You know, you walk around LA and there's girls, hot girls. They ain't looking at you unless you're with the right promoter.
Because they can
or
smell.
you are the
They
promoter.
can smell you don't have money.
But if you're in Dubai, they assume you got something, right?
Like American-
You know, Playing
they're
Skills,
American
they
in
look
Dubai?
like, they
Yeah.
look
You
like
got
they're-
here somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. You don't just fall here.
yeah.
Right.
You didn't drive it.
So then we're just like, we want to know what's going on. So Skills goes and asks them, hey, so how you guys doing? And just trying to shoot the shit. And I think with less than a minute, she's like,
$300
look, this
an
is
hour.
the price. Before he can even like get
Don't waste
like,
your time or my time.
yeah, look, this is, I think she threw out 500 and he was like, okay, and walked away. He's like, well, they are what we thought they were. But
It's not a bad price.
and that's legal out there. But I heard if you get caught with like cocaine,
No, nigga,
Like,
you
no.
get caught with weed.
Weed.
It's
Weed.
a wrap.
yeah,
Weed.
It's
It's
a
a
wrap.
wrap.
Right.
Like you get banned.
There's a English soccer coach that got caught with his like players weed residue in his
Oh,
car.
yeah.
He got 25 years.
Yeah. I just
That's
saw that.
crazy.
Not even his weed.
Every
You
time.
said residue, bro.
Residue.
Like he had.
Wait a minute.
Get your stupid ass over here.
Oh, you done fucked up, boys. We got one. Now, when we
Carry a
walk,
dirt devil with you.
so there's like layers of security to get through just to get into the country when you land. And when we think we were in the clear, out of the woods, another group of dudes came out of nowhere. And every time we've gone to Dubai or somewhere out there, Abu Dhabi or whatever, this always happens. And they just see the loud, colorful looking group, you know, it's because it's party rock. And they know Red Food's there for a festival. Like everyone, you just know what's going on. You know, at least the police knows. So they're well aware, and they're assuming every act that comes through has some shit, and they're gonna try and be slick. You know,
I mean-
so they pull every time, never fails. They pull us over to the side. They literally go through all our shit. They held Charlie's, who was a dancer, a female dancer. They held her passport for the next few days, and because they found birth control in her bag. And them, I'm assuming a Muslim country where they don't believe in that stuff. So because of that, like, and she was held there for hours. You know, you're on a flight that's God knows how long, and now you got to sit, you know, in this room and wait for them to go through your shit and figure out what they want to do with you. Every time, and I mean, she didn't get help put aside every time, but they always stopped us and went through our shit.
Jesus, man, that shit just make you not want to go.
Nah, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Ain't no weed.
Even if you feel like you're privileged, they gonna pull you over to the side.
Nah, bring your stupid ass over here.
Yeah.
Bring condoms.
Is that allowed out there?
Or shoot the club up.
There's escorts.
Better have condoms. Better have condoms. All right. On that note, wrap it up.
We
We're
gotta
out.
wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Peace.
Peace.